I know you're cross, dear. Yes, I had to wash it. No, Scruff was beginning to smell stinky. He was beginning to smell. He was covered in cheese, dear. Yes, I know you're cross about... Oh, it's the Poppets. Hello, my dear, dear Poppets, mums and dads, and welcome back to story time once again. Well, Stinky's quite cross with me this morning because I had to wash his very most precious possession in the whole world. Can I show the Poppets? Can I tell the Poppets about Scruff, dear? What's that? If I'm very careful. Yes, of course I'll be careful, dear. This is Stinky's toy. It's called Scruff. Now, it's just a pillow. It's a what? You don't like me saying that about Scruff? Yes, well, all right. It's a toy, then I'll say, that was made by Stinky's mother, and it's the only thing that Stinky has of his mother, I should have to say, because as you know, Stinky was caught in a mouse trap when he was very, very young, and unfortunately his poor parents suffered the same fate. Yes, I know you don't like talking about it, I know, but you're getting better, aren't you? Yes, you're handling it much better now than you used to. Anyway, not to get into too much of a somber mood, Stinky's mother made Stinky this little toy mouse out of a pillowcase, and she drew a little face on there and gave it some little ears, and Stinky named this little toy mouse Scruff. And he loves it dearly. He takes it to bed with him, and when we have to go somewhere in the car, Scruff is always with us, isn't he, Stinky? Yes, he is. But unfortunately, Scruff was beginning to smell. He was coated in cheese and he was very, very dirty. So I put Scruff in the washing machine and gave him a wash. What's that, Stinky? He doesn't smell right. Yes, well, it's still the same Scruff, dear. And now, look how clean Scruff is. He's lovely and clean. All those horrible stains and marks have gone, and he's lovely and fresh. So you can take him to bed tonight and he's lovely and clean, all right then? What's that? You're very cross with me. Yes, I know that you are, but I'm sorry, Stinky, I had to wash Scruff. Well, we're going to pop Scruff down there for just a moment, and today's story, my dear Poppets, is called Guff. A very cute book, I have to say, thank you, Stinky dear, by the wonderful Blabey, and this does look like a cracker, I have to say, with that very cute and adorable little character there on the front cover. Yes, and I know, Stinky, that you are quite cross, dear, but I did have to give Scruff a wash because he was absolutely filthy, my dear Poppets. Yes, I even found a piece of cheddar pie in Scruff's ear. So it's a good thing, Stinky, that I gave him a wash in the washing machine, all right then? Yes, good boy. And here we go, my dear Poppets. This is my Guff. Well, there's Guff there, that funny little character there on the front cover. And his name is Guff. He's very, very cute, I have to say, Stinky, and he's reminded me very much of your toy called Scruff. Yes, how funny is that? Except yours is a mouse, of course. He is really nice. Well, there's a wonderful little Poppet there, and I do believe she's holding her little toy Guff there. And as you can see, she's very, very fond of Guff. By the way, she's holding him close. She loves him very, very much, I'd say. Yes, it is good to have a favourite toy. I remember when I was a little girl, I had a favourite doll that I used to take to bed, and a favourite teddy as well. I've known him since I was little. Well, she's known him since she was little, Stinky, very much like you, dear. Yes, and we'll turn the book around so the dear Poppets at home can see. And there she is there with her Guff, and she's known him for a very long time. Yes, since she was a tiny, tiny, teeny, tiny little Poppet. And she's growing older, but she still has her wonderful Guff, because he is very, very precious. And I still know him even now I'm big. He's just great, Stinky. Well, there's the dear little Poppet there riding her bike, and of course, the dear, dear Guff comes along with her wherever she goes, and he's on the bike having a bike ride as well. How wonderful. Yes, that's very, very cute. going for a bike ride with your favourite toy. And they do look like they're having lots of fun, I have to say. Well, mostly he is. Well, there's Mum there running off with the dear little poppet. It looks as though they've just done some shopping, and poor Guff has been left behind. Oh no! What on earth are they going to do? And sometimes, my dear poppets, that does happen. I know that happened with Stinky and I. We went to the supermarket to do some shopping, and Stinky, what happened? You left Scruff in the supermarket trolley, didn't you? Yes, you did. What's that? You were very sad. Yes, you were. And we had to go back and look for him, and luckily we found him. He was still in the supermarket trolley, wasn't he? Yes, he was. Yes, lucky for us, he was still there. Oh, Stinky was very upset, my dear poppets. He loves Scruff very, very much. But even when he's naughty, I still really love him, Stinky, because I always know he is there. And Stinky, there he is there. There's Guff there with the little poppet, dear. Yes, I'll turn it around so the poppets at home can see. Yes, Guff goes everywhere with that dear sweet little poppet. Everywhere they go, Guff comes along too. And I do like that. What a precious toy he is. Wonderful Guff. Wonderful. Well, almost always. Sometimes he goes missing. Oh no, Stinky, Guff's gone missing. And there's the poor little poppet there, very upset. Lots of tears running down her little cheek there. And they've made some lost signs, hoping that someone might find Guff and he will be returned home. Oh dear, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible when that happens. Oh dear, poor Guff. I wonder where he got to. Perhaps lost at the shop again, I don't know. I worry about him. Yes, well there's Guff there, and I think Guff must go on lots of adventures, my dear poppets, because he's there on a pirate ship, and his owner worries about him terribly when he's off having adventures, especially adventures with pirates. Yes, you would. You'd worry very, very much. There's a mean-looking pirate there with a great big sword. Yes, you would worry very much about Guff. But then he always turns up. Silly old Guff Stinky. And there's Guff there, wedged behind the wall and the toy box. A great big toy box there full of toys. Lots and lots of toys. Yes, I know sometimes Stinky loses his toy Scruff in the toy box. Or sometimes he ends up under the bed. Yes, he does end up there quite often, covered in dust. Lots of dust bunnies. Oh, look at that, Stinky. What's Mum doing, dear? She's putting him in the washing machine. Yes, see, that's why, because he's dirty. I know sometimes he's a bit stinky and sometimes even a bit boring. Well, there he is there. Guff has been put into the washing machine because Mum agrees with me. He's very, very dirty and he needs a wash, so he's all nice and clean. Yes, even though Stinky was very, very cross and he wasn't happy with me putting Guff in the washing machine, Scruff, I should say, in the washing machine, like Guff. Yes, they're very similar sounding names, I have to say. But I don't care about any of that. And there's the dear poppet there, tucked up in bed with her Guff with a very lovely blue polka dot blanket there. She does look very, very cozy in her bed, I have to say. Yes, at the end of a very long and busy day, little poppets get tired, and this one is very, very tired, and she's tucked up in bed with her very special Guff. The end! And that was called Guff, a very cute book, I have to say, by the wonderful Aaron Blabey. Very, very cute indeed, and very fitting, my dear poppets, for today. Yes, well, Stinky, are you still cross with me? A little bit, yes. Well, I'm sorry, dear, that I had to wash Scruff, but he was beginning to smell, and you just can't have him dirty like that, dear. He had to be washed. Are you going to give me a kiss? Are we going to make up and be friends again? We are? Yes, all right. Well, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I do love you, Stinky, my gorgeous boy. I do love you so, I have to say. And you don't have to worry about Scruff because now he's nice and clean. All right then? Yes, good boy. Well, my dear Poppets, mums and dads, thank you so much for tuning in for story time. Perhaps you could read a story about a lovable little character, a toy called Guff, or perhaps you have your own special toy. And as always, my dear ones, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.